So this evening, I am happy to announce that we have a recognition today for one of our community partners. So I'm going to actually stand up and walk over to the other podium, just because it's more convenient for everybody than me being all the way over here. So if you'll bear with me for a second. This is not awkward at all. Totally comfortable. Okay, great. Thank you all for being here tonight. This evening, we wanted to recognize the United Way of Greater Nashua for all of the work that they have done, especially during the COVID pandemic, but also generally for the families and students in our district. This year has been extraordinarily challenging for many, many people. I think all of us, it's been extraordinarily challenging, but some of our families, the regular year is challenging. And Mr. Appleberg and Ms. Caesar have worked tirelessly with their army of volunteers to make sure that our students have the technology that they needed, that they have through 68 hours of hunger, that they have nutritious food during the week, especially during our shutdowns. And I am so grateful to have them in our community and to be able to thank them in this way. We have two teachers, Jerry Moylan from North High School and Donna Luna from South High School, who also felt very strongly about the work that the United Way has been doing for their English language learner students. And so if they wanted to come up and say something, I don't know where they went. There you are, right there in the front. So if y'all want to come up, the podium is yours.
Nothing happens without glasses. So I just wanted to read a letter of thanks that I have written. The United Way has been so valuable for our students and our families, and I just wanted to really recognize all the extraordinary efforts that they have done to help our students. Dear Michael Alphaberg and staff of the United Way of Greater Nashua, I write this letter to recognize and to thank you and your team for your work and dedication to the community of Greater Nashua and the Nashua School District's students, parents, and staff. This past year and a half has been an enormous challenge, and without the assistance from the United Way of Greater Nashua, it would not have been as successful as it was under such trying circumstances. The sudden switch to remote learning in March of 2020 left all of the Nashua School District students and staff to reinvent how our lives worked together. A school district is held together by the relationships that it builds, from the teachers and students in the classroom to the district office and administration with parents in the community. When the ability to maintain those relationships was tested to the point of breaking, the United Way of Greater Nashua helped provide the glue that allowed us to keep these critical relationships together. By providing laptops and hotspots to students in need, teachers and students were able to maintain connection with each other to rebuild some sort of normalcy, daily structure, and routine for learning. All of these are very critical. We saw direct results in the high attendance rates of students online at the start of the 2021 school year. We were able to maintain a surprisingly high percentage of student attendance online throughout the year, as students had the infrastructure to regularly attend classes from donated laptops and hotspots. Many of my EL students were able to complete assignments throughout the year because they could now do their work on a computer and not on their cell phones. Teachers were able to do what they do best, establish critical relationships to encourage students to engage with their teachers and complete their assignments. The United Way community outreach was critical to help keep families together and their children in school. Many parents who lost their jobs, depended on their children to go to work and to bring in income for essential living supplies and expenses. The United Way's food distribution network, school supply, and clothing donation proved indispensable in trying times to help keep fundamental needs met for families. It takes a village to raise a child, but the village needs to help stay together in trying times. We are all thankful for the United Way of Greater Nashua, who has provided that glue that helps keep this village together for its children and its community. Thank you for your service.
My name is Donna Luna, and I am an ELL teacher at Nashua High School South. On behalf of the ELL Department of Nashua School District, we would like to express our heartfelt thanks to the United Way for its support of our student population during the COVID-19 pandemic. When we made the rapid transition from in-person learning to remote learning, many of our ELL students were cut off from school, classes, and classmates due to a lack of resources at home. As we all scrambled to accommodate for the interruption in their education, the United Way came through again and again with the necessary resources to enable students to connect with their teachers and the schools in order to continue their education. These resources included laptops, Wi-Fi hotspots, school materials, and food. In addition, they offered a space in the basement of their buildings for teachers to use as a classroom to meet with students. As teachers, we were able to get a second computer monitor from the United Way, which greatly increased the efficiency of our teaching, as we were able to have our Zoom students on one screen and our teaching materials on the other. We were also able to partner with the United Way to get digital materials with grant funding. As teachers, the success of our students is our greatest reward, and when that success is threatened in any way, it is profoundly frustrating. The challenge of language acquisition is monumental enough without adding distance learning to the equation. Our students were resilient, however, and as teachers, we learned to be creative and to work with available resources to ensure our students' success. The process was made so much easier through the help and support of the United Way. Since our words are indeed inadequate to truly express our thanks, we would like to allow our students to thank you instead. And I quote, "Thank you for the computer that you gave me that helped me to be in classes that were online," and that's from Angel. "Thank you for the hotspot. Thanks to this, I had access to my classes again and I was able to study. Thank you for your efforts and the quality of your services," from Joanna. "I just want to thank you for the hotspot. It helped me a lot when my internet was having problems. I lost a lot of days of school of online classes because of that. But after I got the hotspot, I was able to log into my classes without any more problems." Manuela. "I want to thank the United Way for the computer. If it weren't for that computer, I wouldn't have been able to do my schoolwork and wouldn't have been able to study. Thank you so much, Annalisa." These and all of the students in our district are the future of our community. In giving them guidance and a helping hand during difficult times so that they may continue to pursue their education, we are making an investment in the future. The United Way has gone above and beyond and has proven its commitment to our schools, our students, and our community both now and in the future. We offer you our sincere thanks for your generosity and tireless efforts on our behalf.
So I am humbled to be here, to be allowed to give you this plaque in recognition for all of the commitment and service that you have shown over the past year. This is what true citizenship is all about. It's about building a community and an extended family amongst our next generation. And I am so, so grateful to be here with you. Okay.
Thank you, Mike. Well, since this was a surprise, you can imagine I don't have much of a speech prepared. But thank you. I appreciate the letters. That was very, very kind. And thank you to the board and the administration for this. I do want to introduce or thank my colleagues, Sarah, who's in the back. Sarah Caesar is our Director of Community and Volunteer Engagement. She's the one who recruits, manages, and deploys that army of volunteers that you mentioned. So she's probably a little tired right now, I'd imagine. And next to her is our intern, Rachel. Rachel is helping us to oversee our Learn United tutoring program, which is continuing to grow and to bring students on board for tutoring services. So thank you so much. Thank you to my colleagues, and have a nice evening. We really appreciate it.